Synchronics, Languages and Communication. Today's theme: Global Project Handling. Modern translation workflows for a globalized economy. During this video, we will explain a typical translation workflow and show you an example. But first, a question for you. How do you envisage a typical translator's workplace? Maybe like this, sedate, with lots of books and a big old desk. Or more like this, a nice open-plan office, without privacy, peace and quiet, and other luxuries. Many places are actually still like this. We, on the other hand, consider these practices a product of their time. However, these days, we feel that these are somewhat antiquated. How good is it that these times are over? Everyone knows using such methods today is utter nonsense. In a modern world, working flexibility is key. Processes have to be quickly adapted to customer demands and job specifications. In order to achieve this, we offer our customers, translators and project managers the kind of freedom which was unheard of up until today. For example, here in this picture, you see one of our translators hard at work. Yet most of the time, this is what the modern translator's workplace typically looks like. In reality, for our processes, it doesn't matter where our translators are located. Why that is, and why this offers many advantages for our customers, can be highlighted using the following project example. This is Planet Earth. On her, you will find translators, lecturers, project managers and customers. The customer, who produces parts for the automotive industry, is located in Asia. The Synchronics customer portal enables him to request a translation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. The customer highlights the languages required and specifies the subject domain. The translatable files are uploaded directly into the customer portal. Our system then immediately calculates the workload, and the customer will instantly receive a binding offer accessible on our platform. It goes without saying that all data connections are encrypted from beginning to end. This means there is no insecure translation file transfer via email. A millisecond later, we are with Bob. Bob is one of our project managers and lives in North Carolina. At the beginning of his workday, he logs into our system. He will immediately notice that based on language and the subject domain requirements, our system has determined Margaret as an ideal translator. Our computer system knows very well that one of Margaret's specialisms is the automotive industry. Other people in our database also fit this requirement, yet Margaret got there first. Margaret lives in Brazil and has already started the translation. She was notified of the job the very moment the order was placed in Asia. Here, the translation has been completed. Unfortunately, due to human error, the translator has made one little mistake. I can see it. Can you? Now you can either try to find the mistake by yourself or have a look at our translation editor. With this, it is possible to extract, partition, translate, and reassemble over 100 different file formats. Have you found a mistake yet? If not, that's no problem. We will come back to it later. Now we head over to England. Tom lives there. Tom also knows a thing or two about cars and has the correct language combination. Tom is helping Margaret with the translation. From the outset of the assignment, the system recognized that the deadline would only be realized if 2 people translate simultaneously. How does our system know this? Very easily. We know from our translators how many words they can translate per day. Taking the volume, the deadline, and the performance of the specific translators into account, our system automatically calculates how the workload is distributed. I'm sure you are now asking yourself, how is it that our translators are not translating in different styles? The answer to that is a piece of cake. For comparison, our system shows the work of the one translator to the other in real time. It not only remembers every single sentence, but also recurring terminology is centrally managed and recommended to each of the translators. This is commonly known as a glossary. When Tom is finished with his part of the translation, we are moving on to Spain. Susan lives there. She's a lecturer. Before the work is passed on to the customer, Susan proofreads the work from both Tom and Margaret. Once she accepts the translation, she deems them accurate and marks them for approval. Incidentally, Margaret's typing error is marked in red. I live in Germany and can see on my monitor how much of the translation has been completed and how much has been validated. The very moment Susan finishes proofreading, the document is sent over to the customer for review and is downloadable via the portal. Most people in Asia are getting their beauty sleep. That's why the document is picked up by their subsidiary in the United States. An American employee of the company has identified a word which, in his opinion, needs to be changed. In order to do this, they don't need to start the whole process again. The employee simply uses our editor to make the change and saves it to their individual terminology database within our system. The decision can be justified by adding a comment. From this point on, the system, and therefore every translator, knows the translation the customer prefers. This information is held for future reference. Now the translation is complete and the translated file can be downloaded from the portal and is ready to be used. In this case, it's a translated spreadsheet document. It could be all sorts of file types: a Word document, a PowerPoint presentation, a Photoshop file, an InDesign file, HTML, etc., etc. The next morning, our customer from Asia finds the finished documents in his portal. In fact, we can do much more. For example, we can do versioning management for your catalogs or technical documentation of your products. We can also directly attach our system to the content management system of your website and ensure consistent quality for your supported languages. Just contact us. We will find the right solution for you. We have many technical solutions to help your company grow into foreign markets. Complicated? No. Quite the opposite. Very simple. We take care of the processes. You order and pick up online. All processes are centrally controlled, fully automated, and can be fully adapted to your specific needs. But how can you use our expertise to your advantage? Like in a football team, we find the best players worldwide, rather than be restricted to your local neighborhood. We find the best people for your specific needs. These people work for us because we pay them well. In return, we save money on administration and by systematic avoidance of manual processes. Administrative work is done in real time, and our translators get their assignment the very moment you place the order. There is no system quicker. Our flexible technology enables us to combine different working steps in any way imaginable. Do you want to integrate your own departments into the translation process? This is not a problem. But what exactly is the key to our productivity and efficiency? It's what we call holistic processes. Manual and therefore time-consuming processes are avoided because we at Synchronics have the know-how to think ahead. We save time and our customers save time and money. We make systematic use of state-of-the-art cloud technology. The data of our customers stays encrypted at all times and is located in a high-security Tier 4 data center compliant with government rules and regulations, protecting your data much better than ever before. Rethink translation processes. We'll show you how. I, Andre Hemker, Managing Director of Synchronics, look forward to hearing from you soon. Synchronics, Languages and Communication.